Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another quick video. All right, y'all, just back with a real quick video here. Just want to do a trailer review for trailer reaction for Bruised. I know the movie comes out next week on Netflix, November 24th. But like I said, I just want to kind of give you my thoughts on what I've seen about the movie so far, what I think about the premise, and what this is going to do for, one of my favorite sports, WMMA. As y'all know, Halle Berry, she directed this movie and she's starring in it, and she's playing as a aging MMA fighter. Has been in the game, pretty much washed up, just hanging out on the corner. People pretty much don't have respect for her anymore, and she's making ends meet by cleaning toilets, being a maid, however she can do it. And something big happens in her life. She had given her son up for adoption, and the parent, I guess the father, had died, and she has to take in that son. She has to take in, like, I think he's like 6 or 7 year old son, and now she has to provide for him. So in order to provide for him, she turns back to the fight scene. First off, it starts as the underground scene, those unsanctioned type of underground fights, and she's taking on women there. And then it looks like she goes back to the gym, starts working on her technique, starts training hard to try to get back into the professional leagues, trying to get back into professional leagues. I guess, did they say the UFC? Did they say she was like a former UFC? Are they really like using the UFC as the premise in this one? Let me know in the comment section, because I don't know if they were just saying something else, but it sounded like the UFC. But yeah, she fights her way back to the top, and it looks like she's taking on the champion, who is played by Valentina Shevchenko, who's kind of playing like a villain type character in this one, like a heel. And yeah, from what I've seen, it looks interesting. They even have the Invicta FC logo on the mat and octagon. So they're really going all out for this one. And first off, I have to say shout out to Halle Berry, for doing this movie. She's an actress that doesn't look her age. She's already in her 50s, but she's ageless, and she's still out there trying to perform to her highest level as an actor. And now going into acting slash MMA fighting, actually doing the research and actually going into training for it. I have to give her a lot of props for that. It just lets you know that she had a lot of ambition and a lot of hunger to do this. And my first thoughts after watching the trailer, I was excited because it didn't just seem like they were trying to go for the same old Hollywood thing. It seems like they're trying to get it a little gritty here. She's got some real fighters in there. I heard Amanda Nunes is in it from IMDb. Gabby Garcia, saw Gabby Garcia in it. Of course, Valentina Shevchenko is in it. Now, I think maybe there's some other surprises as well. So I like the fact that they actually, got a lot of these fighters in there. And of course, before the fight was announced, I already knew about it because Halle Berry has been hitting the Invicta FC scene. She's been hanging around Shannon Knapp a lot. She's met fighters like Tanisha Tennant, Lindsey Van Zant behind the scenes. She's been sitting ringside watching these ladies fight. She didn't just do like the casual fan and just hit the UFC and just say, oh, I want to see what they're about. She actually did her research, hit the WMMA scene, and said, okay, let me watch, these ladies train, watch them fight to see how they really do it. She really wanted to capture that moment. So I had to give her a lot of respect for that, and yeah, I've been a big fan of Halle Berry, growing up, since her Strictly Business days and Boomerang days. And now that she's back, directing and starring in a movie that's about one of my favorite sports, how can you not love it, right? So yeah, I'm definitely going to check the movie out. As far as like what it's going to do for WMMA, hopefully this is going to be a movie that really starts to put it on the map. It's going to help put Valentina Shevchenko on the map. People already know her, like the hardcore fans, but casual fans are going to really start to know her name now. They've been on the front of Men's Health magazine. They've been doing a lot of interviews. So hopefully this does something for WMMA. Like I said, she's been around some of these Invicta fighters. It's going to let them know that, these women, they work just as hard and they bring a exciting element to the sport, because like I said, it's been the women that got me into MMA. Some people think that's crazy, but they just bring another dynamic to the sport than men do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is. I can't explain it, but it just seems like the way they throw down as far as their stand-up game and their training. I'm not saying it's better. In no way am I saying it's better. They work just as hard. Of course, the men, they put MMA on the map. But for me, just my takes, like, they got me into the sport. Now I watch the men and I enjoy the men as well, but it's just something about the women, their dynamic that they bring to the sport, keeps me interested. It always keeps me locked on to the to the screen, you know. So I hope that, you know, going forward, you know, a lot of people do check this movie out, and it'll make them want to see this. It'll make them want to actually kind of research the sport a little bit more and get into it. As far as her character, Halle Berry, you know, not much was really given away. As far you really can't like just say, okay, this is what she is and this is the type of character you're going to fall for yet. You just know that she has the basic outline of somebody who's struggling, and then they'll get back into the sport that, you know, broke them, right, to make money. I don't know if there's any little twists and turns yet. You know, if you've seen it, don't tell me about it. Valentina Shevchenko, though, her character, you know, she's kind of taken a little turn from, you know, the quiet assassin that we know. And she seems to have that little bit of a Wmma approach because, you know, she's rocking that mouthpiece and that says killer, and the way she kind of points at it, and, you know, just kind of how she's kind of flexing on Halle in this movie. She's kind of giving off that Wmma swag. And I could tell she must have been doing some research and said, I'm going to kind of bring that character to the forefront. So my thoughts, so, you know, my reaction, I was like, okay, I like this, you know. I'm not really into a lot of boxing movies, you know. Pretty surprised, right? I mean, I'm a diehard boxing fan, but I'm not really into a lot of boxing movies just because, you know, even like the Rocky movies, they never really been my thing because they just weren't believable. But I'm hoping that this movie that is, you know, delving into the world of one of my favorite combat sports, I hope it is believable, you know, as far as the combat scenes. You know, I hope they're well coordinated, and I hope they're just believable. You know, I hope they're more so realistic. I've heard that, you know, Valentina has been really putting in the work and showing Halle Berry how to move and how to avoid kicks. Of course, Halle Berry suffered a couple of broken ribs, you know, in the midst of making this movie. I'm sure y'all heard about that. So it's real. So I hope it really does translate to the screen. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got on this one. Let me know in the comment section that y'all gonna check this movie out. If you already seen it, do you like it? Yes, no, don't tell me about it. I might block you. I'm just playing. But yeah, don't tell me about it yet. I'm gonna check it out next week. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.